So this time we're just going to cook a standard brisket. I'm using my butt rub. You can get that pretty much anywhere. I got that at Costco. This is a 3.5 pound brisket. You can see the fat side. It's not too thick and fat, so normally you trim it down to about 1/4 inch, but I think I'm just going to leave it on there because it's not too bad. So first step is we want to slather it with mustard, and I just use regular old plain old mustard. A lot of people say use Dijon mustard. I haven't tried Dijon mustard, but this is all I have, so this is what I'm going to use. So rub it on both sides, get it coated really good. This is going to act as a binder for the rub, and you want to do both sides, including the fat side, and be sure to get the sides as well. So you want to make sure that you get it fully coated with the mustard so that you can put your rub on there and have it stick pretty well. What we're going to do is we're going to coat it really well with the butt rub. Be very liberal with it. With the brisket, it's going to make a really good bark on it. After we coat it with the rub, we're going to wrap it up in the peach butcher paper. We're going to make sure that we do not have any openings in it, so get a big enough piece of butcher paper that you can wrap it up really well. Just pat that in there really good, and again, make sure that you get the sides. That's sometimes easy to forget, but once you do it a few times, you'll always remember. Okay, right through there, on the sides there. Okay, just press it in really well. Okay, we're going to do the fat side as well. And some people, when they smoke their brisket, there's a big debate on whether or not you smoke it with the fat side up or the fat side down, or some people say it doesn't matter. My contention is that I'm gonna smoke it fat side up, just because I would think that the smoke would penetrate the meat side better when it's closer to the flame. So, okay, so again, just make sure you wrap it up really well so there's no cracks. You fold it up really good, and we're just going to simply put it in the refrigerator, leave it set overnight, and tomorrow we will put this thing on the smoker. Okay, so we got a brisket on the smoker. It is 12 p.m. This is a 3.5 pound cut, so I'm thinking about 6 hours. So it's been a couple of hours. We are at 159 degrees. So at this point, we're going to remove the brisket and wrap it in peach butcher paper. Our target temperature is 202. So again, this is personal preference on whether or not you want to wrap it or not, but I just prefer to. I think it gives a better taste. So be sure to put your probe back in there. Again, our target temperature is 202. This is the worst part of the cook. That is to let it sit for an hour. It's got a pretty good bark on it. I'm optimistic, but we're going to wrap it up for 1 hour. So it is time for the big reveal. Again, we've been letting it rest for an hour in the aluminum pan with aluminum foil covered over it. It feels kind of firm. Normally when I cook briskets, it's got a little bit softer feel to it, but this one seems a little bit firm. And cut the end off of it just to take a look and see what it looks like. Let me turn the light on for us. That way we can see this beauty. So it's fairly juicy. It's not as juicy as what I normally see. So you cut a slice off and show a close up of it to the camera. Again, we got a lot of the fat on there. I leave the fat on there and just trim it on after the cook. But that's what she looks like.